Today, I want to take you on my little journey with updating and making over some of the spaces in my craft room. It's not a full makeover. I've cleaned my craft room with you before, but this is a little bit different today. So, my friend is coming to help me, and this is what's the exciting part. And if you've ever had a friend along with you, then you know that girl time together turns into a fun time. So we are separating fabric scraps and we're organizing all the little bits and pieces left over from my projects. And you know how a craft room, when you're working on projects, can get really messy. Those supplies migrate from one corner of the room to the other, and sometimes they even spill out into other rooms of the house, if truth be told. I know they do for me, but I'm really trying to prevent that from happening, and the only way I can do that is to keep my space completely tidy. So as you watch me do a little bit here, and then I will show you all of the beautiful organizing that we've done today. And I was mainly the supervisor, I will admit, I'll be honest. But everything has a place. And that's the most beautiful thing when it comes to organizing. And when we started working on this, I started noticing that it became not a dreaded task anymore. It was something that made me feel lighthearted as we were talking and laughing together. And she was asking me, what about this? And then I would tell her, and then we would get off, go back to our story. But it reminded me of my bucket list mindfulness calendar. You remember how I started that in January? And the things that I put on my calendar were not big adventures because I can't go on big adventures anymore. These are all little small experiences. And yes, for me, it was that important to put on my bucket list mindfulness calendar to organize. Organization is a part of mindfulness to me. If I leave that out of my life and off of my list, then that means that allows room for clutter and for pressure. And do any of us want that? No. And so my mindfulness calendar is something that is as precious to me as these simple little rituals. Going on the morning walk with my husband that I've mentioned to you before. I've shown you my backyard garden, reading a chapter in my Bible, being able to sit on my back porch on a cool evening without bugs eating us alive, and just enjoying conversation with my husband and having my creative space clear and clean and tidy is top priority to me. And I know everybody does things their own way, but I hope that I can inspire you to keep whatever area in your home needs to be tidy, to take time. And if you can, by all means, encourage a friend. And trust me, I have been asking and asking and asking every so many months, 6 months sometimes will go by, and I will ask my friend again, do you have any time to come and help me organize? And, she's busy. She has her own things that are going on. And then she'll say, Marcia, I really want to help you, but right now I've got this, that, and the other going on. And she won't let me pay her, so that's another thing. So I have to wait patiently. And to organize a craft room, it takes a special person. It takes someone who, first of all, understands what organizing really is all about. I'm learning truly, that not everybody knows how to organize. And someone who already loves fabric. Oh, she loves fabric. She has her own space in her garage. And so I knew she was the perfect person to help me. I just had to be patient. And you have seen me, yes, organize my own things many, many times and past videos. So it's not that I'm not able to do it, but right now I need to reserve that energy. I need to conserve it because I have a dental procedure coming up in a couple of weeks, and that's going to require all the energy that my little body can muster to heal. And it takes me months after these procedures to heal, and I'm, very, very low energy. So once I explained that to her again, she was very willing right at that moment and said, okay, what day can I come? And it just worked out perfect in her life. So I have been noticing so many beautiful changes happening in my life. And I just wanted to, take you along as I'm organizing, like I said, in my videos. I did a video a while ago about a new direction I'm going in on my channel. Not every video is going to be a tutorial, you watching me stitch, but some of these are going to be you watch me do things, stitching, organizing, and while I just, chit chat with you, tell you little stories, tell you things that are happening, going on. And so that's what we're doing today. So while we're sorting the fabric, sorting the buttons, putting things back where they go, I'm talking with my friend, and that's what I'm doing with you. We laughed about so many things, talked about so many things. My husband was in and out doing things and wanting to get in the conversation, but we kept kicking him out of the craft room. So we just had a really nice time. So 3.5 hours were spent, and oh, what a difference we were able to accomplish. Just wait until you see. But the important thing of getting rid of this clutter is that it helps us mentally. And if you've watched any videos about clutter and what it does to your mind, you know how important it is. And it's organizing and tidying up and decluttering isn't about throwing out all your favorite things. There goes my bird clock, so I don't know if you're going to hear that in the video or not. But that's one thing I wanted to emphasize to people. Don't feel pressured when it comes time to tidy and clean, that, oh, I've got too much stuff, I just have to get rid of things. That is not true. That is not the case. That is not what you need to do. You just need to find a home for everything and put it neatly there. And then when you get ready to do a project, then the stuff is there. So look at what we were able to accomplish. Look at this. Everything has been folded, put into a container, a tote bag, a Ziploc bag, whatever it was that I have available. This is what we were able to accomplish. And so now the top shelf is going to be for a future project, and some of the shelves were not completely done. And now here's my desk, and I'm going to just sort through some buttons. And again, this is just a matter of deciding where do things need to go. So I decided, you know what, I had these little jars that were my mom's, and she had, little jelly jars, and they were already clean, and I just, saved those when we were going through her estate items. So now I can put little buttons in these jars, and they hold a special place in my heart because it's something that was something my mother had, she used, she saved, and now look, I'm able to use it. And as I was putting things away, I found projects I had made years ago. I found items that I had purchased years ago, and I go, oh, that's where they went. And so we were laughing about that as well. Little reminders that I've done hard things before when I've looked at those projects. And I said, look at all these things. And then she asked me, what are your kits, Marcia? What actually goes in this? Because we have phone conversations. And so I got to explain all that to her and actually show her finally the physical kits and things that I've made, my pink soft book, and explain how everybody loves this and And now she understands, and she is a dear friend. And so when she saw my project, she was like, wow, now I understand why people love those so much. And she really appreciated and understands why I value my things and what I'm doing so much so that my business runs smoothly now. But the biggest thing that I learned while we were cleaning and organizing and looking through things is that all of these 18 years of my business on Etsy, it's taught me something. To trust the evidence, that I have survived every change that Etsy has done over the last 18 years. Sometimes I wanted to pull my hair out. Sometimes I cried. You know, it's been a roller coaster, to say the least. But you know what? It's been also a place that felt secure to me because it's a trusted website, it's a trusted name, and it saves me so much hassle if I had my own standalone website. So I'm willing to put up with all the changes that go on with Etsy so that I don't have to go through more headaches of what people do that have their own, website. So thank you, Etsy, for that at least. But now, as I look through my room, I am feeling so happy as I'm sitting here sorting these buttons. And we found all these buttons. I didn't even remember that I had all these buttons. But you know what? It's inspired me. I'm ready to do my next project. And that's what this bucket list mindfulness journey is really teaching me. The goal isn't to create the perfect life. The goal is to participate in the life that we already have, to notice it, to enjoy it, to care for it, to gather these small moments before they slip away unnoticed, because those moments become the story of our lives, not necessarily the big milestones. Yeah, it's wonderful to hit that. I've been hitting a lot of milestones this year with my business and with the last 2 years, my life. And so that's good. Those are good. But it's highlights. Those are just highlights. But your everyday life, those are the moments. The time that you spend with friends and family, the time that you spend stitching on a project, walking around the block with my husband, having the conversation with my daughter, spending an afternoon in my craft room organizing it. Those are the moments that quietly become those precious memories. And when we pay attention to those, that's when we really notice that we're rich. We already have everything we need. Life becomes a little slower, a little softer, a little more meaningful. So I appreciate that you guys have spent time, you individually, you, whoever's listening to me, whoever's watching me, and you as a whole, everyone. But I want to talk to you individually, my friends who watch me regularly, those who take time to respond to one of my videos. That means so much to me. Even if you just say, I enjoyed your video, Marcia. I'm not expecting eloquent, words. Just something just to say hello, nice to see you in your craft room. And that's what I really appreciate. So if you're interested in my bucket list mindfulness calendar, I'll link it in the description and in the pinned comment. And don't forget my Sunshine Stitch Society. You're welcome to join that as well, and you'll receive your monthly free digital packet of goodies. And I just wanted to give a shout out to my customers on some recent orders through my Markets of Sunshine shop and my Pioneer Fundraiser shop. Thank you so much. I value each and every one of you. Stay safe. Keep creating in the sunshine.